Good morning, everyone. It is early where I am. I don't know how early it is where you are. Sorry if you were waiting there. All right. So this live stream is all about live streams because I know many of you are going to be doing that this spring, live streaming your concerts. And I've learned a lot about live streaming here recently, been doing a lot of it with music ensemble, and wanted to share some of that with you here to help you avoid avoid some of the pitfalls, some of the debacles that we have run into with live streaming. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. Things that you need to keep in mind. Now, I am using here Ecamm Live to live stream with you. And I'll show you that here in a second. But this is one of the first things you need to know is to use a live streaming software. And why would you do that? Well, the reason to do it is for audio quality. Yeah. Because let me get there 1 second here. Show you Ecamm. I'm not an affiliate of Ecamm, by the way. I just like their software. I'm going to show you in a second the main reason I like their software. Why I started using it. And I'm going to share my screen with you here. There it is. Okay. Ecamm Live. All right. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Sorry. Okay. This is their website, ecamm.com, and you can find out. You can try it out for 14 days. This is a paid subscription. But like I said, the main reason that I like them, you can use any Canon camera with Ecamm and have a clean HDMI or a clean signal, okay, from your camera. And without any capture cards or any of that, and it's great, it's fantastic quality. Just last night we had a live stream with my wife's quartet. The name of her quartet is the Arianna String Quartet. Oh, excuse me, I did not mean to do that. My magic mouse here. Yeah, be careful with that. I'll make sure to put a link in the description here of that. You can go check them out and see. Here's the live stream just last night. I think it's like still processing for some reason. You have to be careful about that with live streams. It's early in the morning. We just did this last night. It's not even there yet for some reason. Okay, there you go. But anywho, Ecamm Live. Now, the one drawback about Ecamm is that it's for Macintosh only. Okay, so you do have to have a Macintosh to run it. Now, you don't have to have streaming software to do a live stream. Okay, I just prefer it so that I can have the nice quality camera. And let me make sure my camera is on over here because I'm going to show you some stuff and a little bit that has to do with that. Give me 1 second. can switch between cameras. You can see there's the signal from my Canon. It's a Canon M50 is what I have. And then here's just the webcam on the top of my Mac. All right, so if you tune in tomorrow, I am going to do another live stream using another streaming software that you can use on any computer because it's web-based. Actually, it's called StreamYard. It's one I've never used. We're going to look at it here a little bit later in this live stream. But there are some different options out there when you're doing live streaming, and so we'll explore that together. I'm learning this stuff just like you guys are. Okay, sorry if my mic was a little too loud there. For whatever reason, it's kind of peeking out there. Okay. But anyway, Mac, if you want to use a Canon, use the Ecamm Live. All right. I can even use my old, very old, and I'll show you that one tomorrow as well. And that's going to be at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I can use my old Canon 60D, which is, it's like 7 or 8 years old almost now. I can plug it into my Mac, turn on the Ecamm Live, and it works great. So anyway, just want to tell you guys about that because I was like so excited when I learned that I could use my, old camera. And this whole idea of clean HDMI out, I will show you what that means. Basically what it means is that the camera doesn't, when you use the HDMI output, it doesn't send a clean screen signal to the computer. There's some workarounds, but anyway, I want to show you, save you from that, making some of those mistakes. Okay, all right. So whether or not you use software, like you use a streaming software like StreamYard or Ecamm Live, and there's also a free one out there, by the way, called OBS that a lot of people use. I tried OBS early on and decided it was kind of quirky, because it is completely free. It's very powerful. I didn't like it, and also I wanted to be able to use my camera. All right, so that's why I paid the subscription to Ecamm, so that I can use my nice Canon camera. Okay, all right, which I will show you over in a second. Now, audio. Make sure you have external mics. All right. I am using, to talk to you, just a USB mic. Okay. Sorry for the bump. All right. This is a pretty good one. If I can get pretty close here. All right. It sounds even better, but it's already pretty loud anyway. And I can, of course, adjust the volume over here in Ecamm. I wonder if I could share my screen with you. Nope. What if I just share my entire screen? It doesn't do it. Oh, here we go. Interview. Scenes. Okay, there's the scenes there. Which you don't really need a lot of it. Oh, there's sound levels. That's the thing I keep messing with here. You can set different sound levels for a clip. For whatever it is that you're doing here on the live stream. Okay, let's get back to the camera though. Okay, so I have my USB mic, which sounds like this, and I'll get my cello out here in a minute and play for you, and then you'll know what that sounds like. I also have my Zoom hooked up, which if you have a Zoom, a lot of us do. All right. Your Zoom can act as an audio interface. Let me see if I can get that to focus up here. All right. You go over and you click. You have the choice. Sorry, you can't see that. Maybe you can see it. Switch to the other camera. Just gonna turn this, and there's the camera. Isn't that handy? It's focusing on my face. That's what it's doing. There you go. Something else you need to know about the camera. Okay, focus mode. Okay, so I want to click on audio interface. Okay, and then I'm going to click stereo. Oops. You could click multi-track, and I do want the bus powered. For sure I want bus powered because it's plugged into the computer. Okay. And now what you are hearing is, turn this back over here, is there's the mic, oh, that's the camera, light stand, okay. Let's change the input here to the Zoom. Now what you are hearing is very far away, it went very quiet, didn't it? You're hearing this mic over here, which is just out of frame. There's going to be a little bump, sorry. All right, well, I don't want to do that to show you, all right? But it's a regular XLR mic. Let me switch back to the camera. See, it's a pretty smooth transition, switching back and forth. You can have multiple cameras. This is the other thing I would suggest to you is have someone, get a parent volunteer, get somebody, maybe a student, a few students. You can have one in the ensemble that's not playing. Sorry, I got really quiet because the mic that's hooked up to the Zoom is over there. Let's go back. Mic, and there we are. All right, so obviously being close to the mic, it's important. But you can get somebody to control this, and if you want to have some different scenes, some different camera angles hooked up so that just make it look a little bit more professional. You might have a couple of cameras zoomed in. We did the live stream last night. We just used the one camera. We used my Canon M50. I wish we had 3 cameras. I wish we had, one camera for the whole ensemble, and then a camera for, left half of the ensemble, and then a third camera for the right half of the ensemble. And then you could switch between these 3 views and get up close, so you really see members of the ensemble, which is a benefit of being live, and you can switch your view, you can look around, you can see what different people in the view, you can change your focus. But when you're all zoomed out, big wide angle shot, and that's it on the live stream, the audience doesn't have much of a choice of what they're looking at. So anyway, just a little bit that would add to the visual, but sorry, back to the audio. There is also an option, possibly, if you own one, a mixing board, and I have one of these in my classroom. I will show it to you. Let's do a search for it. It's the Yamaha MX. There it is. One of these. I have a bigger one, MGXU10. Let me show you this. What this is a little mixing board that has a USB connection on the back of it. And yeah, they're not that expensive. I think they're even cheaper if you go on Amazon. But you can put 4 mics into it. I have the bigger version where you can put 8 mics into it, but then you have the one signal coming into your computer. So, over here where I was showing you the sound levels over here, okay? Instead of it saying AT2020, that's my Audio-Technica AT2020 mic, okay? Zoom recorder, which if you have a Zoom recorder, I know that mic is far away for the cello demo. If you have a Zoom recorder, there you go, there's automatically a way to get 2 mics, get a stereo input from your ensemble. And the Zooms even but they have the option to have two more zoom mic. You know, the microphone head at the top detaches, right? Right. So, you know, when it says multi-track, you know, you could choose multi-track, and then you could use these channels. Okay, so you could like be miking the middle of the ensemble, and then two mics on either side, and so you have these three different things going to mic the ensemble like right out of the box if you have one of these. And usually somebody in the music department, between you or maybe another school, maybe you can borrow one. Okay, because these are so popular. So this is a great option to mic your ensemble there. But you can buy an attachment. I've never bought it. I've never had a need for it. But you could buy a detachment that would add two XLR inputs here to the top of the Zoom, and so you could have four, you know, placeable mics, you know, around the ensemble there. Okay. All right. But whatever you do, however you do it, get some external mics. Okay, get some external mics. The problem with the USB mic is that you can't have, you know, your computer can go to one USB option. Like, you know, up here, I can choose this USB input, you know, this USB mic. I can choose this USB input, okay, but I can't choose two of them. So I can't hook up two USB mics and put them at different parts of the ensemble. That won't work, okay, just so you know. So that's why I use, you know, if you're doing an ensemble like we did the quartet last night, you know, we used the Zoom, all right, so we could, you know, mic the viola and cello on one side and the two violins on the other side. And maybe two mics would work for your ensemble, or if you're using the Zoom, you know, center channel and two channels on either side would work great. All right, so that's audio. Use the external mics. The other note about the audio is, and this also we learned from miking up the quartet, is that if you go through Zoom, I mean not Zoom, excuse me, when you go through YouTube, the YouTube Studio does something to your live stream audio. Let me show you. All right, so I'm over here on Google Chrome here. I'm gonna get back to my other account here, the one I am streaming from. Okay, go to my channel. Make sure you're on the right channel. That also happened. All the things that happened. All the things we were learning there. Okay. When I click on this, okay, go live, it's going to say right now, later date, okay. Actually, since I'm already streaming live on this, since I'm already streaming live, I'm going to go over to my okay, let's just want a built-in webcam. Okay, say it's gonna be which you could do. You could totally just do it just like I just did. Later date, built-in webcam, spring concert. It's gonna be public, scheduled for later. All right, I'm doing the concert on, you know, Thursday the 22nd at you know, find the time here. And the benefit of this is that people can it will show up in search. Okay, it'll show up on the home page. Make sure you have your channel settings so that it can show up on the home page. But it will go ahead and create the link. Okay. Who starts the concert at 6:37? It will, and you can choose yes, it's made for kids, or no, it's not made for kids. Say yes, and actually, I'm gonna choose no. And you can, because I want people to be able to comment. And anyway, but this creating it for later will set up a link that you can then share with students, with parents, for them to come back and find later. Okay, more options. All right, this is the camera I'm going to be using. This is the mic I'm going to be using. Okay, advanced settings, yes. Allow chat. No, just remain any promo codes or anything like that. Okay, all right. See, my Canon camera doesn't pop up here. All right, only the Ecamm Live can recognize it as an external camera because I don't have the video capture card. But I'm going to show you what happens with the video capture card tomorrow when we use StreamYard. Okay, and then the mic there, all kinds of options there. All right, and then I click next. Smile for the thumbnail, it says. Okay. Lovely. It's just too early in the morning. All right, and then I'm going to click done, and there it is. Okay. All right. There's my public. Okay, I'm actually going to make that unlisted now, so everybody on the channel doesn't think I have a spring concert coming. But if it was public, well, let's make it public. Let's make it public. I'm going to put publish so that I can show you there on the channel. All right, and then there it is at the top of my page. Okay, spring concert, and people can come there. They can bookmark it. They can, you know, prepare for it to come. Okay, there's the one for tomorrow morning. Okay, click on it. There. All right, it says live in 5 days right there. Okay, all right, let's edit this so we can get this off the screen. Make this. Whoops, where'd it go? Let's make this unlisted and save. Okay, as you can see, there is nothing you can do about the audio besides change the input. Okay, especially when you're scheduling it there. Now let's go back into the maybe there's an option to, let's see, stream. Maybe we'll play around with this later. Anyway, go back to the camera here. If you use YouTube, it's probably going to mess up your audio. But who knows? Maybe there's some settings in there that we just haven't learned about. There's so much to learn about. Using the external software just does it automatically. Now I can tell you that I've chosen normal latency. And of course, latency is the delay of the signal, or how fast the signal is being sent. Okay. The delay in the signal. And so I've always chosen normal latency when coming out of Ecamm Live here. So that probably makes a difference. All right, so use an external mic, use a mixing board if you need to get multiple mics in there so you can get your one USB signal. Try to use an external camera. If you don't use an external camera, then you're just going to be setting up the laptop, which you could totally do. I'm off my webcam. The lighting's pretty good in here, and so webcam is just fine. All right, it does all depend on the lights. But if you're doing it in a gym or another place where there's plenty of light, probably the webcam is going to be okay. If you're wanting to really make it look like a concert hall, and you're going to have some kind of low light situation, you're definitely going to want to use a nice external camera there with your setup. Okay, but if you got plenty of lights going on, like in this room, webcam is going to be just fine. Okay, now let me show you the benefit here of the external mics. Let me get my cello out. Bear with me. Get some coffee. And I'm going to switch over to the Zoom. This microphone that I'm using, and by the way, all the stuff that I'm using or talking about here on the live stream, I will link down in the description, and you can go check that out. And of course, leave a comment, ask me a question, and I'm happy to answer it. But I'm going to switch over to Zoom here and cut the volume up so that you can actually hear me. So here I'm turning the volume up. There we go. On the Zoom, I'll have to cut it down when I get closer to the mic. I'm pretty far away from the mic, but this will allow you to hear me in a moment. Get the cello out. These are pretty nice mics. These mics are older. They're by SE. I'm going to link some down in the description. They're not the exact ones because they don't make these anymore. Like I said, they're quite old. But I will link up what I found is the closest match. All right, if you want to get yourself a nice pair of external mics, just make sure you have a way to use them. You know, the Zoom does phantom power. Of course, the Yamaha boards do phantom power. So that's important. All right. Now my mics are all nice and out of frame, but of course that might not be the case. All right, I'm also going to make sure I switch the camera here. There we go. Oops, my light's kind of in the way. There we go, that looks nicer. All right, here we go. Now this is way too loud. I already know it's loud from how I have it set usually when I'm recording in here, so I'm going to do it back down. Now I am watching the levels while I do this. So you're going to make sure, you know, I want to hover around -12 dB on the input. All right, which I'm a little low right now, but let's play. Oh, I'm still a little low. Oh, that wasn't low. Let's get that back up there. That's a little better. All right, have it around 6. Ooh, that's loud. Now I have control over the volume. I'm about 5.5 now on the level on the Zoom, and I'm in the middle up on looking over at the levels on the Ecamm Live. I'm not peaking. I'm hovering. Yeah, I'm peaking out a little bit around -12. And I can see up there I'm not going into any yellow or peaking into the red here on the Ecamm Live. I'm watching both levels to make sure that my input level is good from the mic up here. All right. And of course I could use my USB mic. Depends on how big the ensemble is. If you could just put one good USB mic. Of course, they make some really nice ones. You could totally just have a USB mic. Let's go back to the Technica AT2020. And if you've watched any of my other tutorials, this is the microphone. I'm not even going to change the position of the USB mic. I'm just going to... Why am I moving the chair? I'm on this camera. Tell you what, I'm going to... Let's see. If I go back to the built-in, yeah, you can see the mic right there still in front of the webcam. All right, so it's actually pretty far away from me. Let's just play. I'm actually kind of peeking out there, even though the camera's way, the microphone's way over there. It's a good 4 or 5 feet from me. So just a little bit so you know what it sounds like. the USB mic. So just so you have an idea of, and of course I have, my other lighting over here as far as visual. So audio, visual, software, all of it's optional and all of it's relatively easy to use, okay, when you're doing your live streaming. Okay, all right. So I hope this has been helpful. Leave me some comments down below. Okay, I'm gonna switch back here. Leave me some comments down below. Leave me some questions. All right. Questions that you have about live streaming. That's pretty much the basics of it. Things to keep in mind. Of course, the biggest one that we want as music teachers and music ensembles is the audio. And so I can't stress this enough. Get some external mics. Get some software. Okay. StreamYard has a free version. And let's look at that right now, as we said that we would. I wanted to do the reverse today. We're going to look at StreamYard here. I don't know. I hope this mic has not been acting crazy. As I see, it's like peeking out, kind of going wild there. So let's go over to StreamYard here. I'm going to find it. Just do a search. StreamYard, streaming software. Okay, and I'm already logged in. This is a free software because I can't show you Ecamm while I'm using it. So tomorrow I'm going to use StreamYard, and I am going to do a little Ecamm tutorial for you Mac users out there that want to use Ecamm and be able to use a camera. But this thing scheduled. I have the one scheduled for tomorrow. All right, and there's my microphone. It's AT2020, the Audio Technica, the one that you're hearing right now. It says Enter Broadcast Studio. There's my Go Live button. Okay, it's pretty easy. It's very easy to set up an account. And StreamYard has some powerful stuff. I've not used it a ton. It has this private chat feature. It has the ability to bring on guests. Of course, we don't have any. And you can share some different things on the screen here. All right, of course, we're not live anywhere here. Oh, let's go live. Let's see. How can we go live somewhere else here? Let's go live. How do we... We're going to exit... We're going to exit this on destinations. Let's go over to my cello channel here. So create a broadcast is going to be test. Okay, we want this not public. Create broadcast. Here we are. We are going live on the Cello 101 channel. And I'm just going to click go live because it's a private stream here. All right. Now it's telling me you are live. All right. Except where's my camera? Here's my camera. Awesome. Except I'm already using that camera. Already using that camera over here in Ecamm. All right. How about if I switch cameras here, over there, and then maybe it will let me use my camera over here. How about I switch the scene? Audio still going there. Don't have a green screen. Okay, there's where you can give guest. Guest must authenticate. Okay. Except I don't have a camera. Why don't I have a camera? Probably because I'm using it over here in Ecamm. How about if we end broadcast? Let's go back to it. I know you can't see me on the screen. I told you I didn't know much about StreamYard. That's why we're messing with it. Okay. Where is... I didn't add myself to the stream. That's it. Remove, add. Let me show you that. That's what it was. Okay. Nothing actually. There we go. Now I'm on the... I can probably have... Yeah, be using the camera in both places here. Okay. There we go. Google Chrome. So let's return here. Let's create another broadcast. Cello 101. I'm going to call this test 2. Private. Create broadcast. Add to stream. Okay. Let's go live. So in StreamYard, you have to click this add to stream button, all right, to get stuff onto the stream. That's nice to know. Okay, see, I'm learning this stuff with you guys as I drink my coffee. All right, buttons for guests. We don't have, like I said, we don't have any guests here. Oh, there's what this is showing you some different ways, some different views. All right, if you did have guests on, this is to share a screen, which maybe I can't do. Oh, I can do share screen. It's going to give me some machine learning tips. Okay. All right. And I can, oh, I haven't set any of this stuff up yet. Okay. Your entire screen. Share. Okay. And now I'm, whoops. Oh, it's telling me I have to set the stuff up in my settings. Yeah. You'll have to go in screen sharing settings. I'll do that right now while I talk. So while I go into my screen sharing settings here, screen recording, okay, which is under security and privacy. Okay. There is one other aspect to our live streaming performances, which is bringing students in from a Zoom. There is a way to do that. I'm going to try to do that later this week or weekend. How you can connect StreamYard and or Ecamm Live, connect one of these to your Zoom calls. Okay. Yes, Google Chrome just quit and reopened, which means that my private live stream on StreamYard just went away. Yes, here we go. Oh no, I guess I'm still live over there. All right. Enter the broadcast studio. Oh, I'm still going. Add to stream. Here we go. Share your screen. And now I'm screen sharing here. Oh, application window. Ecamm Live. I'm going to show you Ecamm in the StreamYard. Okay. All right. I mean, wow, this looks pretty good. This is like pretty nice. For free. All right, StreamYard has a free version and a paid version. Now you do get this watermark here, this branding mark here. It says powered by StreamYard. But if you don't care about that, I mean, this is great. And I'm just using, again, the webcam. I'm going to show you tomorrow what happens when you use the capture cards. On this thing here. Okay. All right. Now, what else? Talked about StreamYard, getting set up in there. All right, so let's end the broadcast. I think it went good. Okay. All right. Turn to dashboard. These are all my different channels that I have set up here. So, you have to do the thing where you go in, you log in through Google. It wants to know you on Google, wants to know all sorts of things about you. All right. Like I said, this is free. There's a paid version here. I'm not an affiliate of StreamYard either, just like I'm not an affiliate of Ecamm. But these are very popular softwares with people. There's a $20 a month option, free option. I think probably a lot of people would. It's a streaming limits. Stream up to 20 hours per month on the free plan. Oh, that's plenty to do a concert. Okay. Plenty to do a concert. 6 on-screen participants. Now, with this free version, I don't believe, let's go back over here to the camera. I don't believe you can bring students in simultaneously on a Zoom, because perhaps you have some students who are learning at home, who are part of your class, and you want to make them a part of the concert. And I've seen this done some different ways where we have the Zoom students on like a big screen, and so the camera is just capturing, that's obviously the easier way to do it is capturing all the students up there on the screen while they're capturing the ensemble below the screen. In the Zoom, it's just being projected. That's a great way to do it, actually. If you wanted to actually bring them into the live stream directly from Zoom, there is a way to integrate that. I'm not going to show you that at the moment. I will post a tutorial about that later, and we'll go into that later. But you could make them apart, just like I'm, switching between cameras here and switching between, the screen share and all of that stuff. You could switch to the Zoom call. So, and that's about it. Okay, I think it's really all of the basics that you need to know to put on a good concert, and put on a live stream. Okay, and one more time, if you don't want to use any of this, if none of this is your bag, okay, go to YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna switch accounts here. Go to YouTube. One other thing I would warn you about, if you have never live streamed, you go up here, click create, click go live. One thing I would warn you about is that if you have never gone live on your channel before, you do have to get permission the very first time. So, make sure you go in and do a test. Do an unlisted, do a private, just like I just did on StreamYard. Because the first time you go in, it might say YouTube needs to, verify and set you up for live streaming. Please come back in 24 hours. So you definitely don't want to be doing that 30 minutes before your concert's about to start. So go in a few days ahead of time, test it out. All right, I'm going to click right now. Okay, built-in webcam. Going to hit the easy button. Okay, this is going to be private unlisted. Okay, again, we have all these things, more options. There's my one USB mic. Okay, at the very least, get a USB mic. I think this thing is less than $200. Borrow one from somebody. Somehow get an external mic to use for your live stream, so you're not just using the because laptop mics are the worst, and it's difficult to use your phone as a camera and a microphone on the live stream. So, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers and some other, I think, requirements before you can live stream on your mobile device. But anybody can go on a desktop and live stream. Okay, one day maybe YouTube will explain why they have that rule. But okay, I'm gonna click next. Oh, I didn't create a title. This is test. Okay, smile for the thumbnail, it says, as always. Okay. This is a private stream. I'm going to click here. Oh, wait. I'm going to go on the stream here. I'm going to click normal latency. Stream latency is the delay between what your camera captures and what is shown to viewers. Normal has higher quality video and is best if you don't want to interact with your audience. And if you want to interact, yeah. We want to put this on normal. We always want this on normal because we want the best audio quality. All right, I know it mentions video quality, but yeah, we really want the best audio quality. Okay, and then we're going to click here next. Why did it do that? Smile for the thumbnail again. Hi. And then I'm going to click go live. All right. And now I'm live on the channel there. Okay. Of course, there's nobody watching because it's a private stream. Okay. I can share the live stream via link. It's not going to be a simulcast. Okay. That'll have to be another tutorial. You can cast if you have like the pro version or the upgraded version of these softwares of Ecamm, of StreamYard. You can put your concert on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. And you've probably seen that from some other people you've watched online. Okay. But that's it. If you want to just, use the webcam, go on YouTube, and then you're live, and that's it, and you're done. And the webcam looks pretty good, okay? As long as you have good lighting. As soon as I turn all these lights out, let me just show you here. There we go. That's just with the overhead lights. Okay. Of course, depending on your venue, you might be pretty bright where you are. Obviously, this is much better. Much prefer this. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you. And I hope all of your live streams go well. Please email me with questions. Please email me with questions or put a comment down below. How can I help you? All right. I want everybody's concerts to go well. And let's stay in touch. Okay. Thanks, guys.